A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. To kick off to get things started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Offense in a bunch formation. Handoff to the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a grab for a big play. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Graham. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll keep it himself, finding open areas. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Grant. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll immediately call timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Touch pass on the right. Got enough space, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To throw, it's St. Clair. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. At that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Adams.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right. It's a fake. He'll pull it down. And he makes the tackle, but not before the 1st down is picked up and the gamble pays off. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Using his legs to buy some time. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send the back in motion. Try and play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. They go right back to him. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. He got it. And now the lead's extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he will take it out of bounds, and that is all we have here in the third quarter. The final period right after this. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the option, he'll toss it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown,
thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for two, and you get it. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to... Breaks into the open. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed on the outside, it's Edwards. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Rushes on him, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Here's a heat. Got his man quickly. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Play action. Dances away. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown tie. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 13 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Slithers into space. There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. That's caught. It's Graham. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes will have it first and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. On the run, it's Goodwin. Oh, he's got some space. Offense if they get it to the 32.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He leaves it with his back.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be